Welcome back to the Duck Call Room
Duck Call.
Podcast.
All right, boy.
Well, Si.
Hey, first of all, welcome to 2022, folks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I hope it's a great year for everybody.
Yep. Well,
Now, what?
you know what? Every time the year changes over, most people, they come up with a New Year's resolution of some sort.
All
Yep.
right.
Do you
Which
have
they-
one?
No, which they never keep, by the way. That's why I don't do that, okay?
You had
The
one?
only thing I do is, okay, I was a pretty good person in 2021.
He's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Wait, have we talked
So-
about this already?
Yeah, we did.
So-
but Phil
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
here.
Yeah, but Phil was there.
Okay, so we need Macmillan's New Year's resolution.
Yeah.
Si's just
Mine
gonna
is,
try and be.
I'm going to be a better person in 2022 than I was in 2021 and leave this earth in a better shape.
Can me and Stone make a list for you?
Yeah.
of things you need to work on.
No, you don't make lists for somebody else's
No,
resolution.
That's a better way.
He doesn't need anything on his list, man. So what about you?
Well, I don't do resolutions. You know, whenever I want to do something or not do something, then I just do it.
Huh.
But that's like,
Is there anything you're gonna do or not do starting?
well, you know
Now?
what? I don't. I might drop a few lbs,
How you gonna do
Hey,
that?
translate.
I know a guy that can help with
pounds.
that.
Drop a few pounds.
Oh,
Got
okay.
you.
LB.
Yeah.
LB
Okay.
pound.
LBs.
Okay. Well, I did. You know, hey.
Well, the January marks the halfway point in the Louisiana duck season,
Oh,
and I'm gonna
See, I
go.
don't know.
I'm here to tell you.
you better have a gut full of it. hadn't you?
Well, to be honest with you, yeah, I feel like I feel like I'm about 60 right now.
Well, that's
About
because
46.
you run with old fart like man Phil.
Well, I tell you, Phil might be 70. How old is he? 76.
75. I'm 73.
75.
He's 75. 2 years
He
old.
might be 75, but he still runs like he's 35 as far as duck hunting goes. He's going to go every day. We've had record highs this past week. It's been getting up in the 80s.
81 Sunday, I think.
There's
Not duck hunting weather.
I'm the scout, so I get into P-row and I go over the whole property, and there is not a duck, not one duck on the whole property.
Times are bad, boys.
So my advice was, Phil, we don't have not a duck on the premises.
Let's sleep
So
in.
let's take a day off. He
Yeah.
said, why would you ever do that?
Why would you? I can
so y'all
just-
duck hunted
I
this
can hear it
morning.
now. I can hear it now.
No.
Why
Did he
would
look at you like
ever do
this?
that?
I'm trying to change the way he thinks as far as, most people wait till the ducks show up, then go duck hunting. But we got what you call FOMO,
What's that?
the fear of missing out.
He has that.
That's a diagnosis, I think.
Uh-huh.
That's
Phil-
axis one.
Phil
Fear
Robertson
of
has a
missing
major
Oh, yeah.
FOMO of a duck showing up,
FMO,
That's it.
FOMO.
and he was
Si
watching the
loves
Weather
it.
Channel at the house instead of killing it.
That's it. Jace came up with that. What's the word for that acronym? Is that what that's called? Anyways, it's very accurate with our hunting party.
Hey,
Because for years, if I was sick or something, and I would hope that they wouldn't get them.
And that was when they get it.
the fear of missing.
Because I had,
He was
You
rooting
shouldn't have hoped-
against
You
his
shouldn't have
friend.
hoped that they didn't
Oh,
get
yeah,
it. It
'cause-
always worked out.
well, Phil had it yesterday because me and Jace went, and we went on the early hunt before church, and Phil didn't want to go because he had to preach, but he had Burley call about 9 o'clock to find out what they missed out on. He said, he called, he said, Phil wants to know what he's missing out. I said 3 woodies and a gadwall. That's what he missed.
That's it.
But he had that FOMO so bad that he just had to know. Had to know. Of course,
Well-
I admit, I used to have it, but now I do not have it.
Realism.
Well, that's
has
the
done
way you
set in.
go. Because when I was living in Alabama, I come over here for about 5 days. So we, I'm coming up. It's about just, I got one more day, and I said, well, boys, I left Saturday. I said, well, boys, y'all burn them tomorrow. And they said, what are you talking about? I said, the temperature's going to drop 40 degrees, and I've got to go back to Alabama. I said, so y'all will smoke them tomorrow.
Burn the gun barrels
So,
off.
hey, they called me. Yeah. They called me. Usually I have to call them and say what they found out. They called me and said, you all right? We killed 75.
They wasn't rubbing it in, were they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they said, I said,
It
well,
may
I
be the
knew that.
fear of the rub in.
Yeah. I said, I knew that.
Oh, they love to rub it in.
But that's the way it goes. Okay, if you miss out. But here's the whole thing. If there ain't no ducks,
Well, it's been
let's, and hey, these are, I can understand if I go because I'm uneducated. So that means I'm ignorant. Okay. But for educated people to go,
They just keep going.
That's bad news.
well, but
just
it finally
keep
got cold.
Yeah.
Did it bring any ducks with it?
about 25.
About 25.
No, it didn't bring none.
They came-
Look, they don't come down.
Because it was
anymore.
80 degrees Saturday, and then Sunday it was snowing
Yeah,
for a minute.
yeah.
Wow.
What has to happen for the ducks to come down here? I'm gonna tell you.
Tell me.
From Arkansas north, it has to be about 2 foot of snow. And then they'll leave up there because, hey, all the grain will be covered.
I tell you what, it's been tough. Woo,
Yeah.
it's been tough this year.
I mean,
Hey,
look.
I want Jay to tell the story that I heard when I was at your house Friday on speakerphone when Jay said he's gonna leave early, and Phil was like, "You gonna miss out. You gonna miss out.
You're going to miss it.
You're gonna be telling your grandkids about what we do here
Oh,
today
yeah,
when you
yeah,
leave."
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
up?
that's when Jace turned to me and he said, no, you're going to have to tell the grandkids because I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And Stone went with him.
I said, I'm with you fellers. So, but the way Phil does it, he don't really have anything else to do. He just soon sent that duck blind. So he'll say, boys, about 10:15, you're not going to believe what you're going to see here. You're going to be telling your grandkids about it. And then after 10:15 comes and goes, he'll say, boys, I've seen about 11:30. You're not going to believe what's fixing to happen here.
I used to
Hey, look.
fall. I used to fall for that. I don't.
Oh,
You don't listen no more?
Yesterday, we're sitting there about noon, and he said, boys, I remember when Paul used to talk about that 2 o'clock flight. It's like the daylight flurries starting over again. He said, I'm telling you, 2 o'clock, that'll be the leading edge.
Well,
Yeah.
I've got to say, hey, he's always positive, buddy. He's always positive.
Oh, he's the most positive duck hunter I've ever come
Is
When
across.
was
Jack-
the last time I hunted? I ain't been a couple of days.
Well, about a week.
Okay.
So-
But anyway, the last time I hunted was on the lake. Okay, and we killed, I think, 8, and I killed 3 of them.
Thank you.
Because I kept telling them, I said, boys, I was 3 for 3. Well,
Yeah.
Jay said, "Yeah, no, you're out. And I said, no, I'm not out. I said, 3 wood ducks come in, I killed 2 of them.
Yeah.
I said, then 2 jacks come in, and I killed 1 of the jacks. I said, so I was 3 for 3. Well, since they get bad mouthing me, Stone would call me and say, hey, look, you don't need to go. Just don't waste your time. I said, okay, I ain't gonna be there. Yeah, so they're bad mouthing me.
So I'm
So
gonna-
guess what? They ain't killing doodly squat.
No, they
I ain't there.
The shooter's gone.
That's right. The shooter's gone.
That's
boys.
it. That's why we ain't killing nothing.
Does he do like Phil? Is he positive? Like, hey guys, there's gonna be a 10:30
Oh
flight.
yeah. No.
He don't do that.
Jace?
No, Jace is quiet. He stays in his end and looks for ducks.
I only been with him
Oh,
one
yeah.
time.
He's real serious.
That
was
after
the
that, he
end
got
of
cold, boys.
Yeah. Well, you don't raise up and shoot
That's right.
on your own. You,
Hey,
that's,
oh,
it.
I've
only
learned-
2 people call cut him.
That's it.
I've learned
His last name's Robertson.
the weed out process is it's a pretty good process.
It's
if you
quick.
get you get weeded out, you're weeded out. I mean,
Oh.
deal with it.
But they
Just
ought to
deal
give
with
you.
it.
Hey, they ought to give you a heads up on. Hey, here's how this works.
Yeah.
Because he didn't even get a heads up. He, just,
no.
he made a mistake and it cost him.
Always
Hey,
remember this,
Hey.
Philip. Always remember this. Blood is thicker than
That's
mud.
right, boys.
With that, let's take a quick commercial break.
We
Let's
need to
take a break.
Let's take a
Take
break.
a quick break, boys.
Hey, Si.
Yeah.
Not that I'm planning out something, but whenever you're gone, can I go into that room of all the Duck Dynasty stuff and sell it all on eBay?
No.
Why not?
No, because my daughter's already told me, sign all this stuff while I can sell it and make a million.
Well, you know what she's going to do? She's going to put it on the internet, and then she's going to ship it to people via Stamps.com.
Right, baby.
I used
That's right.
Stamps.com
Don't ever
this
go
morning.
to the post office ever again.
You never want to go. Look, Duck Commander uses Stamps.com. The Honey Hole uses Stamps.com. Size Memorabilia eBay shop in about 25 years is going to use Stamps.com. Since 1998, Stamps.com has been an indispensable tool for nearly 1 million businesses. Stamps.com brings USPS and UPS right to your computer. You can do it from your office. And all you need is a printer. No special supplies or equipment. Within minutes, you're up and running, printing official postage for any letter, package, anywhere you want to send it. And you'll get exclusive discounts on postage and shipping from USPS and UPS. Cut the confusion out of shipping with Stamps.com's new Rate Advisor tool. You can compare shipping rates and timelines to easily find the best option. Save time and money with Stamps.com. There's no risk. And with our promo code DUCK, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week free trial, plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in DUCK. That's Stamps.com, promo code DUCK. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office
Ever again.
Stone, you been cooking anything good?
Thicker than mud.
Oh yeah. Well,
We gonna
I'll
eat
tell you
good
what.
Sunday night?
oh yeah, we're gonna eat good Sunday night.
Wait,
We got a buddy of ours from
Dr. D.
the great state of Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Mississippi. He's coming here?
Dr. D.
Dr. Deans,
Yep.
you need to meet him.
I don't know him.
Oh yeah, he's a character now.
Oh, he's a good one.
You ever
He's a keeper. in
yeah,
other
you know
words.
He's a keeper.
you know
He's
the
a keeper,
movie
boy.
Oh Brother Where Art Thou
Yeah.
when they're
Hey.
singing the song about the guy going to jail.
He's in the
In
jailhouse.
the jailhouse.
In the
Jailhouse
jailhouse.
now.
In the tune of E, fellas.
In the neighborhood
Excuse me.
in the neighborhood of D.
It wasn't
Good
bad, man.
country
It
tune.
was good tea, boys.
Which one is he?
All right. So, anyways, yeah, he's one of them. He looks like the little skinny one. He's got a red beard. He's
I'm
got
interested.
He's got a long red beard.
Well, hey, I'll tell you a secret. If you ever seen the what is the medicine show? What's the name of it?
Old Crow.
Old Crow medicine,
Medicine
show.
show.
That's what he's one of them.
Yeah, but don't none of them
In
fellers.
constant sorrow.
But don't none of them fellers look like Dr. Dean's.
Oh, he's got a unique look of his own.
Hey, can I tell the story about how you and him met?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
So we're at I'm gonna tell most of the story.
Go ahead.
When Si had an event and we were doing a skeet shoot, which actually started making this Home for Hope's a lot of more money since me and Jay and Si kind of talked to him about it.
That was my idea.
It was your idea.
I said, you get a bunch of rednecks together with shotguns, you can make some money.
So he's part of the Homes for Hope.
Well, he's one of the he's one of the sponsors, so he
Okay.
gives them money. Him and his buddy Jay Graham.
Jay Graham.
So they've got a big tour bus that belongs to Jay Graham, and it used to belong to Brooks and Dunn. So that's
So
where
he's a character, but sounds like he's doing all right.
he's doing all right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
he's doing. So look.
Hey, he's
so
a doctor.
so look. They
So I'd
say
already tell you, he's a doctor.
He's a doctor.
they say,
Just remember-
Si, this is your bus where you're going to be able to go and take a break. It's going to be your green room, okay? So Stone is walking up on the bus, and Dr. Deans and
Stone is
Jay
my
Graham
security.
That's it.
and Jay Graham are on the bus. So Stone walks in. He first looks at Dr. Deans and he said, "What are you doing on this bus?" and Dr. Deans was like, "Well, I mean, and then he turned to the other guy and said, "How about you? What are you doing on here?" He was like, "Man, I own it." He was like, "Well, you can stay.
You gotta go.
What about you?"
You get that homely looking fella out of here.
He said,
But,
"That's when I knew we was gonna be friends."
That's it. And we've been friends ever since.
You can stay, but you gotta go.
But no.
That's the short version.
Well, you know, we were on the bus and these two hands come up on it.
Yeah.
I don't know who
You
they
don't know
are.
who they are.
It's true.
I thought somebody was going to try to,
That's right.
you know,
Well,
mess
they
with
thought
Si
they
or
was-
whatever.
I
Hoodwink.
thought they was
So anyways,
Si always had better
narcotic
security than
friend,
Willie,
boys.
yeah.
for
so,
sure. Because I
so-
didn't do nothing.
So what the funny part is, we still tell that story and laugh about it, but these guys have become really good friends of mine. And we keep in contact. I talk to Dr. Deans about once a week. Keep up with each other's family and whatnot. But it's funny how you meet people.
Yeah.
And
We've met a lot of good people. They're like family. If we go to Mississippi, I want to see them.
that's it.
Or if they come through here, you know.
Yeah, that's
I wanna
right.
see 'em.
So he's coming here Sunday, by the way. We're gonna have us a feed.
Hey, and it helps when if they're good friends, have got big ponds full of big largemouth bass.
Oh yeah.
That helps a lot.
Hey, John
So
David,
me and
good
BK,
thing.
The
me
first-
and BK had to hit that every once in a while.
the first time we went, they took us to one of Jay Graham's ponds to go fishing, and we didn't catch nothing. And Stone said, "This is a gar hole, boys. We gotta get out of here."
Garho.
So the next time we came, they took us and we caught a bunch of fish. And
Yeah.
Jay was like, "Man, what happened that first time we came?" They said, "We didn't know you. We didn't want to turn you on to the good fish."
That's right.
He
We
didn't
didn't
know
know
it.
you good enough.
We didn't know
That's
ya.
right. We
So
didn't know you, boy.
first time Dr. Dean's come to go fishing with me, guess what?
Garholder.
He got a gar hold.
That's right. He gar hold him.
Took him to Jace's pond, not Willie's.
Yeah. But anyways, it's January, early January, halfway through duck season. This morning, I get up and I'm losing my voice a little bit because yesterday the wind was blowing 30 miles an hour
they
out of
hunted.
the northwest
And it was one of them.
And y'all
who's the man?
hunted it?
till dark.
Yeah, and it was
Ride
who's
the hole,
hey,
Johnny
it was
D.
one of them, who's
Because
the man?
you keep
gotta ride the
thinking
hole.
in past years when a big front came through
That's
like
true.
that, the ducks or geese or whatever, something
had a-
showed up.
Yep, they
it
had
was
it.
sleet, wintry mix,
Yep.
30-mile-an-hour northwest wind. It never happened. It never happened. So
You didn't kill anything.
we killed 9 ducks.
And hey, here's the bad
Hey,
part. The last one was shot at 7:30 a.m.
that's right.
Ooh.
And I left the blind
They
at
left.
5:15.
They left at
PM?
5:15.
I got home about 6:30. I told the wife, I said, I don't know if I can keep doing this.
So you were in a duck blind from 8 until 5:30?
No,
No,
I left the house at 3:30
Yeah,
a.m.
yeah.
But I'm
3:30,
saying from
3:30.
8 a.m. to 5:30 you were there and didn't
No, that's right. Didn't even see it.
Fired one shot.
just camaraderie.
Yeah.
And
So what do y'all do?
it
Y'all
was
tell
me-
stories?
It was me and Jace, really. There was an early shift, and then I took the early shift back to the bank. Jace stayed in the blind, and then later on, Phil and Burley showed up, and that was the late shift.
And
But-
you just
But me and Jace stayed there all day.
So, Si, what do you do? What do you do when you're riding the hole?
yeah, what do you
You tell stories. You
I've
cook.
got where I
Y'all
don't,
eat.
I've got where I don't do that anymore.
yeah, size out.
No, but the sad part is, since I hadn't been there, there ain't been no laughing.
Yeah, it's like
There
is
ain't-
there
there ain't
story
been no
time?
cut-
Laughter's
you know.
out, boys. Hey,
You know,
I don't know that I would have been able to even laugh.
If I'm out, if I ain't there, no, laughter's
Yeah,
out.
and Al's got it right. He said it's Phil and Jace that they have an infatuation with misery.
Who's
It
the
never
man?
fails. Look, when you get Phil get some new meat, like somebody new shows up, he'll ride them from daylight to dark just to see what they're made of, and then laugh about it the next day. So,
How did Evil Eye do?
oh, he did good. Oh, he's one of them. He's a hunter now. I don't think you could wear him out.
Nope.
He's one of them. That's another one we need to have on here. He's a character.
We
He's
got a
a
lot
character.
of strange collection
Oh,
of
yeah.
humans
No,
we've met.
Phil nicknamed him.
I've met
Jay
him.
Said, and Jay said, "Hey, look, you need to change that. You know, you shouldn't have done that."
Yeah.
And Phil said, "What are you talking about, son?" Yeah. He said, "Well, the man can't see out of that eye. He had an accident when he was a child."
He said evil is.
And he
of
said,
the devil.
"Evil. That's talking about the devil." And Phil said, "Well, hey, look, you know."
And so the next time he came down, he said, "Stone, take old booger eye, get him in the rig." I looked at Lance. He just shook his head, he's smiling. He don't think none of it.
Lance
He's just
don't
gonna-
care.
Passion of the
Lance don't care,
Robertsons.
okay?
Phil does everything out of love. I mean, he chewed me out this morning out of love.
Hey, look, if they don't fool with you,
Evil
hey,
eye.
you didn't make the cut.
I moved Phil's four-wheeler this morning and took a butt chewing.
That's
for
right.
him.
Wasn't even there. He got out of the blind and went on a walk.
So
He does a lot of the. They call it a walkout.
Yeah.
Walking.
In Australia, a walkabout.
A
Excuse me.
walkabout,
Yeah,
mate.
a walkabout.
Yeah, I do a lot of walking.
He does a lot of
Walkabout.
walkabout. He's got an Australian in him.
Yeah.
Australian.
He does a lot of walkabouts.
East.
Okay.
Oh, that's good stuff.
So,
Well, on
so
that
look,
note,
Jace goes out there, puts the decoys out, and all this, and it's rough right now.
it's rough.
Okay. I mean, hey, it's tough. I'm surprised we hadn't got stuck going in there.
Oh, it's tough.
Because the roads are all muddy and the ruts are deep and all this. And so they go in there. Jay had scouted it and told them, hey, I did not see a duck. Let's don't go up there.
Yeah.
Let's not even go. Okay, let's not even go. Or let's sleep here. Nope, we got to go. And then they went up there so where it's hard to get into. Then he goes out there, and every time you take a step putting decoys out, you think about a foot and a half in mud.
Yeah.
So the whole time you're out there putting out decoys, you're this close from getting wet. Okay.
Oh, it's rough.
So
doesn't
look,
sound
he comes
fun.
back,
Phil's not even worried about being banished anymore.
Jason said, hey, somebody needs to move his four-wheeler. So Phil said, hey, mine's taken care of. I brushed it. Godwin gets in the other one, drives it 20 yards and leaves it parked right in the middle of the open ball open. So Jay's come back and
Is that
Jason
what you
said,
got
hey,
in trouble for?
Oh, yeah.
Jason said, hey, look, we got to do something for Jason said, I get him, I'll take him. So he gets in the first one, drives it 200 yards, parks it, comes back, gets in the field, takes it, drives, Phil said, what are you doing? He said, I'm moving the stupid four-wheeler just right here beside the blind. Phil said, it's brush. And Jay said, hey, there was 2 willows on it, on the top.
Well, I think it was 3.
But anyway, so Jay goes on a walkabout, and then Phil
Don't walk about.
jumps on Jason and Stone about you boys done got where y'all think y'all know it all, blah 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 blah.
You know what the crazy thing is? He just told that story. He wasn't even there.
Si, you weren't there?
No,
It happened this morning?
Yeah. Oh, shit. My leg's cramping.
hey boys,
We got
hey that's the thing. Hey, that's the thing about not a big brother but a younger brother. He hears it and sees it all, boys.
he sees it all. All right, Stones needs some potassium. He's too many walkabouts.
That's right.
We're gonna
Give me
take a break.
All right, boys.
Walkabout break.
And we'll be
Regather
right back.
us. Sal, tell us more stories he wasn't there for. Right after this. Will Si ever have pain in any of his joints again, Magic 8 Ball?
No,
No, he will not.
Because, okay, Omega XL, boys.
Is that why?
That's why.
Because you have 360 joints, and all those joints are 73 years old. They've been through wars, they've been through duck blinds, they've been through deer stands, and you're not hurting?
Nope. Because hey, look, I call them my first responders. Okay,
Yeah.
Omega XL. Take a couple of them. Okay, the first responders. Rush. I got an elbow problem, pain. Hey, take the first responders. Say boom,
Boom.
it's gone.
It's gone. Look, Omega XL is backed by science. When we're young, like me, our bodies produce SPMs, but I'm getting old and I take Omega XL. They're nature's way of keeping joints healthy, but as we age, we don't produce enough SPMs, which is why Si used to be in pain, but ever since taking Omega XL, it restored his SPMs, rejuvenated joints and muscles so you can move like when you were young.
That's right. And guess what?
What?
There ain't but one place on this earth that you can get it, boys.
Where's that?
In the pristine waters of New Zealand.
Baby. That's right, but there's one other place you can get it, and that's on a website. Order Omega XL and get a second bottle for free. Visit omegaxl.com/duck. That's omegaxl.com/duck. And here's a third place you can get it. You can call 1-800-844-4888.
88.
That's 1-800-844-4888.
88, boys, and you get the second bottle free.
1-800-844-4888.
So we watched the video this morning. I said there wasn't no laughing this morning, but it was actually. We watched the video, Si, you'll remember this, where Clint and them, who does all our social media for Duck Commander, they got a TikTok now.
TikTok for those.
TikTok.
TikTok, I believe.
TikTok.
So they got Si on there. The best arguments I've ever been witness to, where 50 pintails were working around there. This was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, there's 40 or 50 pintails working around. We don't ever see pintails, so Jace gets all excited about them. Well, they work around. You duck hunters know that pintails, once they do that, when they get within 40, you better get what you can get. But 3 of them peeled out low. It was backpedaling over the decoys. Now, back in these days, we're trying to get footage for the old DVDs we used to run, the old original Duck Commander hunting DVDs. So getting duck footage was critical, and so it's pretty much our livelihood back in them days. So, anyways, Jay said, "Kill those 3." Well, we raised up, and the group was about 60, I'd say 60 to 70 yards.
Yeah.
We pop, pop, pop,
At least
pop, pop,
50.
pop.
At least 50.
At least, yeah. So we all emptied our shotguns on the high bunch, and Jay said, "Well, y'all, at least we got the 3." And Si said, "What 3?" Well, Si, Tommy, and Phil, they never saw the 3 low ones. They just saw the high ones. Which me and Jace, we saw the 3 low ones, but they were on their side, so we thought they got them.
So nobody shot at the 3?
No.
Nobody shot.
I raised up, and like I said, it was probably 60. First shot, feathers.
So here we go.
Feathers.
All right, here it is, Si. So you ready?
Yeah.
Johnny D's got it.
Yeah.
Why are you hollering?
One down.
Why are you hollering?
You keep pointing. You keep pointing right in front of you. If they was 15 yards doing this in front of you, you should have killed all 3 of them. You're
That's
stoned.
mad.
They just swung past that tree right there, and then all them.
I knocked one down
Idiot.
and I shot at him up in them
Idiot.
hills.
You was gonna come.
No. Bad call. Bad call. Yeah, it was a bad call. Yeah, I made a bad call on them 4 gadwalls the other day. You just made a bad call on 40. Hit them.
That's just dumb.
But the pass before was closer than that.
You boys always talking smack about my shooting.
I just saw it. It's
I've
terrible.
been killing a whole bunch of them.
They were in front of y'all.
I'm not going to take the blame. You're in this duck blind. If they're 20 yards from me, they're 20 yards from you.
They were.
Well, I ain't taking the blame, Jack. So you can get off of that horse.
Oh,
Phil's in
I
the
remember.
background just dying laughing.
Hey, I remember it like it was yesterday. So I said, "You can get off that horse because he's dead."
Si, was
I
you
ain't
fired
taking
up,
the
Si?
blame.
Did you
Yeah.
get
Oh,
fired
yeah.
up?
Oh, no, because I don't even remember it now when he was saying, idiot. Because if I'd heard that, I'd have said, no, you talking about an idiot. If you seen 3 at 20 or 15 and didn't kill them, you're the idiot.
I mean, that was Duck Dynasty level. I ain't
Right.
taking the blame, Jack. That could have gone on a T-shirt.
And that was 20 years ago.
That's
You believe that?
funny.
I remember it like it was yesterday. That was funny. We look, and they hollered for an hour. That didn't even do that argument justice. They was hollering for a solid hour
ain't taking the blame.
over those 3 stupid pintails.
Over a duck, no less.
Over 3. 3 stupid pintails.
That's what's so funny about it. It's over a duck.
Si, so was it you against everybody else?
No.
Oh, it's usually me against all of them anyway. Okay, because according to Phil Robertson and Jason, I've never killed a duck in my life.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
and
out.
unbeknownst to both of them, hey, I kill my share every time we go.
Well, you told me that Stone was cleaning the ducks and found a bunch of your shells in them. Your
So
shot.
he takes it easy on them.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm on Si's side.
Because, hey, look, the best one on that, when Phil had Moss Lake, okay, he had a bunch of people that was with him, and they paid money, okay, to lease Moss Lake and Fish Lake, him and Tommy, and then the other people. Well, they got in the blind. We got in the blind one morning. I'm a guest, okay. So we killed a bunch of ducks, and they sitting there, and here comes one big mallard drake. Well, I'm so used to being around them that when they said, okay, you go ahead and kill him, they usually raise up and kill him. So I rushed my shot and missed him. Well, hey, they all put on spurs and started riding me like a bronc. They going, break, wild bronc. So I'd had a gut full of it. So, hey, the next day we went, okay, and I said, they got on me again.
You messed up and shot by yourself.
No.
And missed.
No. I just don't know. They said, you kill him. Well, I figured one of them was going to kill him, so I shot fast and I missed him.
Yeah.
Well, they rode me all day.
Yeah.
So the next day we come and I said, okay, and they jumped on me again. And I said, okay, boys.
Okay, boy.
So look, we're back at the place where we clean them now, and we're cleaning them. So I said, well, all right, boys, since y'all been riding me all day, I said, I think I'm going to put my spurs on, and I'm fixing to ride you clowns a little bit. So, hey, we had about 40 or 50. So I said, okay, let's see.
How many of y'all was it?
Oh, it was about 8 of us, And I said, okay, let's set the stage for this little production here. I said, what are you shooting? And they all said, I'm shooting 12 and number 2's shot. I said, what are you shooting? It's 12 number 2's. What are you shooting? 12 number 2's. 12 number 2's. I said, PR, what are you shooting? He said, 16 gauge 6s. I said, yeah, that's what I'm shooting too, 16 gauge 6s.
Number 6.
So we start cleaning them, and like I said, we had about 50. And I said, okay, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 right there, that's 16 gauge 6 shot. Hey, all right, here we go, boys. There's one duck for numbers 12 gauge 2s. Number 12. Okay, another 12 ducks for 16 gauge 6s.
Now you've broken the law.
Golly, hey, boys, hold it. There's two more ducks that's got 2s in them, So y'all are 3, we're about at 18. So it goes up there, and I said, okay, boys, yep, here's the final count. 43-7.
So 2 of you killed 43 ducks in one day?
Yeah.
No, Si, no.
No. So I said, hey, all right, here's the final count, boys. I said, hey, 16 gauge 6s, 43. 12 gauge 2s, 7. I said,
I got a question for
you
you.
ain't got nothing to say over there?
They got off of you.
Oh, they took them spurs off him.
Oh, yeah, they didn't, they didn't
What's the difference between a 16 gauge number 6 and a 12 gauge number 6? What's the difference?
No, it won't be any difference.
That's right.
6s.
Yeah,
The
6s.
6s made little holes.
Yeah.
2s look like they've been shot with buckshot, okay?
Yeah.
But anyway, I finally, Phil said, hey, come here. We was going toward getting the truck to go hunting the next day. Phil said, hey. I said, what? He said, yeah, I don't care. He said, but hey. He said, but the other ones do. He said, they're paying money. He said, I know. I said, you was justified you doing that to them. He said, because we rode you pretty hard. I said, yeah, for missing 1 mile of drink. He said, but don't do that again. He said, they're paying money and you're not. You're a guest. I said, roger that.
So you just shame the boys that paid to hunt with you.
Hey, don't ride me if you don't want. If you can't take a little ribbon yourself, don't rib me.
Nope.
Oh, if you don't have thick skin around where we hunt.
Hey, that's true.
Homie, don't play that.
Don't play that.
Well, on that note, on 12, 2, 6, 16, 4s, and 2s and 6s, we're going to take another break, and we'll be right back after this.
Right after this.
Right after this. You know what else I'm going to love till I die?
What?
My new fashionable sweatpant loungewear, beautiful, most comfortable thing I've ever worn in 2022.
Tommy John.
Tommy
Baby.
John. Si, have you tried their loungewear?
No.
It's like wearing
Not yet.
underwear all the way to your ankles. It's the best thing that ever happened.
That's what I'm talking
And not just any underwear, the best underwear you'll ever wear.
That was, hey.
That's what I'm talking about. Because
We ain't fans, we're fanatics, boys.
That's right.
That's what I'm
Tommy
talking
John.
about. Look, Tommy John
We
men's
love Tommy John, don't we?
underwear and loungewear has breathable, lightweight, moisture-whipping fabric with 4 times the stretch of competing brands, and you'll feel the same level of comfort laying their luxuriously soft loungewear right on top. It really is wonderful. I wear it every day. I'm like old lounge lizard, just comfortable at all times, like asking everybody in my house how they're doing.
Hey, my wife ordered me some more. I told her, I said, hey.
Hey,
He legit look. This isn't just a commercial. Cy used code DUCK at TommyJohn.com
Oh, yeah.
and got 20%. He ain't even wearing free ones from Tommy John, even though they did send us some. He loves them so much. He went on and spent his money and bought him some more.
But
And you want to know
20%
why?
off.
For 20% off,
right.
because it's all backed by their Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear, or it's free guarantee.
Hey,
Boom.
17 million should tell you something.
And Cy's got 17 of his
Okay.
own. I love them. It just feels better. I like being
It's like
comfortable.
having nothing on, boys.
Yeah. Who doesn't like being naked? And
yeah,
this way you
that's
can
right.
cover yourself and feel like you're naked.
That's right, boy,
So
right.
right now, get 20% off your first order at TommyJohn.com/duck.
Duck.
Go to TommyJohn.com/duck
Duck.
for 20% off. TommyJohn.com/duck. See site for details.
by the way, have y'all noticed my attire today?
It's nice.
I don't know.
That
Sherpa?
is. It's
Fleece?
real
I
nice.
call it a shacket.
A shacket.
a
Jacket.
shacket.
I have a shacket.
It's a
I like the
shirt
color.
Yeah, I like
and
it
a
too.
jacket,
No, I like the color. It's good.
all in one. It's
shacket.
the best thing since pockets on a shirt.
Is that one of our
and that
sponsors,
is
Jay?
a shirt with pockets.
Where
Oh,
did
yeah.
I was fixing to- where did that come from?
My mother-in-law gave it to me.
Okay.
Lisa.
No, Lisa.
Hey.
I never have.
No, this thing is incredible. I mean, you talking about warm? It's got. Feel that, Philip?
No, her and Al
I like
both,
that.
because they bought a vest out of some kind of
Al has a vest.
mule or whatever it is.
Not
You know
an
that.
emu, alpaca.
Alpaca.
Oh,
I
now
knew,
you
I knew it was close.
Yeah, yeah.
Alpaca, emu, that's the same thing.
I don't know what this is. I think it's wool on the
Yeah,
inside.
it
It's
looks like-
nice.
oh, it's real nice
Or
cloth.
fleece.
It's
Or
real
fleece.
nice.
True grit.
Was that a Christmas present?
Yeah, about 3 years ago.
Oh, by the way,
It was like
I've
a
already
new
told you.
discovery.
but Al and Kellett had a real good lesson Sunday.
Tell us about it.
Well, there's Matthew 28 where Jesus is calling his disciples together
Yep.
and said, all authority has been given me in heaven and on earth. So,
Therefore,
it got me thinking. So I went after the lesson, after everybody was fixed to get leave, and went up and told Al, I said, hey, Kelly had already left. I said, that was a real good lesson. I said, but I got a question for you. I said, in the original Hebrew or Arabic or whatever language,
Greek.
or Greek, what
Hebrew,
was
Greek.
the word for authority?
Man, you getting deep.
Well, no, because I wanted to know. Okay. In
This
the
just
original
became a
translation, what was the
300
word?
level course.
And Al said, I do not have the answer to that, but I will look it up. So I went back back to the house, got my Bible out, looked it up, and it had like 8 verses, down there in the bottom, talking about, okay, go check this out. And it was talking about Jesus' authority, because one of them, I think, Augusta or whatever, when he was before him, they was asking Jesus, by what authority are you doing all these miracles you've been doing? And he said, well, I'll ask you a question, and if you tell me, then I'll tell you. Well, he asked him a question, and they wouldn't tell him, so he didn't tell them what authority. But I thought it was cool. The Bible said, okay, he has authority over the universe. Okay. Well, when I was telling Al, I said, well, here's what hit me when y'all was talking about that. I said, in my little mind, Jesus has because this was right after he has risen from the dead, is when he told them. I said, well, here's what come in my mind. Jesus has the authority. He turned to death and said, hey, depart from me and don't ever let me see your face again, me or my people. Which I think is really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that was just a side note.
That's a pretty good side note.
Well, no,
The
I'm
Great
just-
Commission.
But it was cool. They did have an excellent lesson.
Hey, you know what I got authority over?
What?
Doodly squat.
Well, at least you know it.
Yeah.
You got
hey,
authority over.
That's the difference between most people. Okay. He knows. Okay, and I do too.
Yeah.
I ain't got authority.
I'm
over
like
nothing
old.
either.
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
what's that? What was that old woman's name on Josie Wales?
Oh, Granny Hawkins.
Granny
Eddie
Hawkins.
Hawkins.
Yeah.
Granny
Well,
Hawkins.
you know what that means, that Josie Wells?
You can pay me when you see me, Josie.
Doodly squat.
All that big talk.
Hey,
man.
where-
Doodly squat.
Doodly squat.
Doodly squat.
Side done got me going down a rabbit hole of the
What you looking
word
at? baby?
authority and Hebrew and all sorts of
Well,
stuff.
hey, what? Yeah.
Excusia.
A what?
Excusia.
Excusia?
I guess. I don't know. Exousia, maybe?
Now-
it's not an English word. So
Okay.
there it is. Exousia.
So.
Power, authority, moral authority,
Okay.
influence
Sorry. Yeah.
in a personal sense of spiritual and heavenly power.
Well, the unique thing when I looked up the scriptures, the different ones, one of them was when he was a child and was in there and expounding on, the Bible. They said, "Hey, this is a child, and he speaks as one that has authority." So Jesus was doing it, as a child with authority. So it had a lot of cool things in there.
You like the word authority?
Well, no. I like his authority. Okay, because when you can tell death, "Hey, depart from me and don't let me ever see your face again, and don't you ever bother my people again either," because we were meant to be eternal beings. Because in the garden there was a tree there that we had the right to eat from, the tree of life. So it's pretty cool when you think about it.
Oh, Johnny D, that's a nice watch you got there.
What's he got? Let me see that.
Oh.
How did we go to that from the authority of Jesus
Tom just
Christ?
said it's a nice watch.
It's an heirloom.
That's real nice.
Is
Y'all
it?
stop
Well, let me
it.
see your early.
Roll it this way so we can see.
Y'all are me.
that?
I have the authority of Alton Howard to
Roll it,
wear this
roll it,
wherever I
roll it.
want.
You know what I call that, Si?
Roll it,
That's
bro.
highfalutin.
That's high cotton, Si.
Highfalutin.
That's talking about it.
Now I'm confused. I was about to go down the authority route.
No,
Let's talk about my watch, shall we?
Okay. Yeah.
It's nice.
It was glittering.
Was that a gift
It was a gift.
yeah.
from who?
Alton Howard.
Okay.
Maybe you've heard of him.
Yeah, I've heard him. I knew it. I knew it.
You knew him well.
Yeah, I knew him well.
I knew him well.
He
Well,
was
this was
a
actually
song
from my
leader.
mom.
He was a song leader. And a
He was a
godly man.
song leader. This was from my mom, but he owned the
Okay.
store where it was purchased from. He was a jewelry salesman / Bible singer.
Well, hey.
He sang a few
Book
songs.
writer.
He did a
Book
few
writer.
things.
Okay.
He's one of those reasons I'm glad death has no authority because I'm gonna hang out with him
He was
again
one of the
one day.
original, 3 guys that was in a fishing boat that come up with
A lot of
the
stuff.
school idea, right?
Mhm. School of Biblical Preaching.
Yeah, biblical.
WFR, Camp Chioka.
Al went there. People don't know that even Jace graduated from that school of preaching.
I went
Willie
there.
went there for
I
a
went
day or
there.
two. You went to the School of Biblical Studies?
And I ended up in Abilene Christian.
Do you have a theological degree?
Yes, I do.
Look at you. I didn't
But
know
see,
that.
the school of biblical studies closed down 6 months before I graduated, so I went to Abilene Christian.
Finished it up.
And finished at ACU.
Oh, I think we've told the story about Al and his friends.
Yeah, they'll bend
Yeah,
over and get,
I think
get the
we
whooping.
told that story a few times.
Well, yeah.
We
But,
tend to
hey,
do
here's
that
something that we may have
this
not
podcast.
told.
We'll run back. It's a episode 101. We run some
Well,
things
no.
back,
Here's
people.
something we may not have told about old Jason Robertson, though. My namesake.
Your namesake?
Oh, yeah. In high school, Jason's always been a godly man.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Okay, but in high school, he said, okay, hey, I think it was after he was baptized. Yeah. He went on a missionary trip with his classmates.
Domestic.
No, I'm just saying, hey, he
To the
went
pool
on
hall with
a
Philip?
personal,
Yes,
a personal
yes.
evangelist trip for him. And, hey, he preached the gospel to every classmate
I
he
think
had.
that's one of the reasons why Philip's sitting right here.
Yep,
No,
that's
Weren't
true.
you the pool
It is.
hustler?
No, I went with him into the pool hall.
well, no,
Because they had a guy.
Macintosh.
No.
Oh yeah.
Kevin
Hey,
McIntosh.
no, I'm serious. They went on because, he would go and teach somebody, okay, and baptize him, and then he would join the group. So, hey, They went on. I'm talking about a personal event.
Oh yeah, it was
Got
like
you,
100
McIntyre,
people.
old
Yeah.
Blake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Gaston.
my favorite story about Macmillan is when Willie tells the story of the first time he ever laid eyes on
Driving down the
Philip
road.
Macmillan. Some guy with an afro
And $100 bills.
turned and
y'all.
looked, and he fanned out about 10 hundos and started doing this.
Fan yourself in Hondo.
Si, you seen it before.
That's a real Philip McMillan move.
Oh, man.
Oh,
But I
good.
always thought that was so cool.
Oh, yeah.
It really was.
Oh yeah.
You know, that he took the time out of his life
Yep.
for every one of his classmates. Let me tell you something. Here's something important that you need
That's
to hear.
bold at that age.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
it
Yeah.
really is. And I'll tell you this: if you haven't read his book, Good Call, you should read it.
Yep.
It is one of the best books I've ever read. But a lot of those stories, Si, are in there.
Hold on.
A lot of those stories are in there.
Oh no.
Hey, as much as we have and as much as we argue, hey, I do love you there, namesake.
One day we're gonna have him on here, and I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
gonna sit here and watch.
No, I will too.
You ain't going to be here.
I'm out. And on that note, I ain't gonna be here after. Well, I will be here after this break, and we're gonna get in that hello at Duck Call room.
Hello.
And I've got the
We fixing
easiest
to see
Bible
what the
verse.
fans have been up to.
Bible verse has already been set up, so stay tuned for that too.
Well,
Commercial.
Hey, and I bet you money it's got something to do with authority.
yeah. Hey, Johnny D, you got anything in the mail?
You know me. You know me. I actually I woke up this morning. First thing I did was go through all the emails, and there was some good ones.
Uh-oh.
We have some good emails.
Oh.
So I don't even know.
Good. It's about time y'all got on the ball.
We have some
Yeah.
good ones. So I'm just going to start from the latest one. Tristan from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
We've been there, Si. Philip was there, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I had it on my bucket list. Okay. Ice fishing.
Nope.
Okay. Hey, that
Sledding.
has been done. It's been. Hey, that has been deleted from my bucket list.
It was negative.
This is one time only, boys.
Negative 22 degrees.
And people are going out on the lake with brand new Chevrolet pickup trucks, 4-wheel drive, with
On ice?
street tires on.
That's it. Driving out on the lake, drilling a hole
And
in it,
it's already 2 foot deep on the lake.
and then turning on a heater.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, we would have froze to death, though, without that heater.
Oh,
I
what are
ain't
you
doing
talking
it.
about? Hey.
I'm staying here.
No.
What's Christian got to say?
Tristan from Minnesota. He says a lot of nice things about you, Si, and about the rest of us, but
That's nice.
he would like some advice on how he should talk to his girlfriend's father about marrying his daughter.
Oh, man.
So, but there's a twist. Keep in mind, he's also my boss.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, wait.
But they have a great relationship.
Now.
So he's been dating his boss's daughter.
on the down low.
Yeah.
I don't think it's on the down low.
Oh.
No, it's
He doesn't.
up on, it's
I
on, it's
think it's on the up and up. But now he wants to go to his boss / future father-in-law and ask if it's cool.
First
if he
of all,
marries her.
we need to know if this fella here is bona fide.
Are
You
bona
have
fide?
a job? Are you secure?
He's got a job working for his father-in-law.
Okay, well, if that's the case, and I would say this: be as respectful as you could possibly be, and if your father-in-law likes you already, I don't think you have a thing to worry about at all. Just go up and ask him and say, and he's gonna know what you're gonna ask him before you ever get to him.
Oh, he knows.
He knows. I mean, there's a vibe that goes off there because when I did it with Al, I mean, he knew. Mm-hmm. And
My father-in-law literally said, "Well, we've been wondering when you were going to come talk to us." I was
Yeah.
like, "Oops." I thought I was going too fast, so glad to know you're approving.
now the funny thing is, both Willie and Jace, both of their father-in-law said no, but they married them anyway.
That's true.
So and now,
Worked out.
It worked out pretty good.
Pretty good.
Oh
no, Willie went to my Uncle Johnny, and Johnny gave him all the reasons they shouldn't.
Yeah.
And then he went to Phil, and Phil said, "Hey, run up to Arkansas. You only got to be 16 there. You don't need her dad's permission." That was Phil's advice.
No, but just be very respectful. and make sure he understands how much you love and care for his daughter, and that you will do everything in your power to get her to heaven one day. And there's no way he's going to tell you no, unless you're making minimum wage.
Have a career plan. That's
Checklist.
size of Stone's advice is have a career plan.
Just
Well, Stone just hit me with what he said. And by the way, if he says no, just say, well, because of the money. So, well, hey, you're the boss. Give me more money.
yeah, give me a raise. Yeah.
Give me a raise.
I want to talk to you.
I love your daughter.
I
want to
talk to you about two things.
Right. No, what they said is good. Okay.
Yeah.
Most of all, like you said, Stone said, be respectful and say, hey, look, I happen to love your daughter. Okay. And I'm asking you, will you give the permission for me to marry her?
That's it.
That's it.
Sounds good.
Phil's in.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
You'll be
Oh,
fine.
you'll be all right.
Next.
Next. All right. I got Josh from Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Oh, I've been there. Beautiful
Arkansas.
place. Beautiful place.
It's where?
Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Mountain Home.
That's
Arkansas.
in North Arkansas.
North
Well, hey,
Arkansas. I
that's
like
it.
North
What's the
Arkansas
mountain?
now. But he's currently in Dallas, which I would normally say. But he's getting his master's at Dallas Theological Seminary.
Oh, yeah.
So I say good for you,
Yeah.
Josh. So he has a question about fishing. That one's not important. I want to get to the heavy question.
We'll get to
Wait a
that.
minute. What's the
Hold
fishing
on. We got Stone right here.
The right-handed person, left-handed retrieve bait cast rod. No,
No,
right.
not bait cast, spin cast.
No, he wants everything on the left.
Well, not a bait cast.
No,
if you're
that-
right-handed, bait cast the handle needs to be on the right.
See, he
Spin
disagrees.
cast on the left.
See, Josh, I was trying not to embarrass you, but you're wrong. Anyway, so
I had to do.
Well, the way to do it is you look at the best fisherman there is on the pro circuit. Oh, but Martin's buddy, old Wheeler, he's
Wheeler.
the best. There's no doubt. Where he's right-handed, and his bait caster has a handle on the
right,
and his spin cast has a handle on the
left.
Left.
There you go.
Problem
Well, because
solved.
most people, if you're right-handed, you throw right-handed, so you're going to reel left.
Yeah.
But on the bait casting, throw right-handed, reel right-handed.
That's right.
While we're stuck on fishing, by the way, my 5-year-old, I was fishing with him the other day. He's never
I
caught
saw
a fish.
you down there at Willie's Pond.
We didn't catch anything there, but at my dad's pond, you catch it for them. They reel it in.
Yeah.
But he's trying to learn how to cast. It's going terribly, and I'm over there fishing, and I look over, and he's just got a bass on the bank, and he did it all on it. So it was his first fish ever, one
got it
Hondo solo.
Oh, I bet he was fired.
Oh,
up.
he was cast, reel, and he goes, "I got a fish." I was like, "Probably just grass." And I look over, and there's just a fish getting drugged through the mud, and I was like, "Yes!" We got fired up. All right. Anyway, so serious question from Mountain Home, Arkansas, Josh. It's a tough one. He says it's in regard to if any of you have lost someone you love, but you are unsure if they have gone to heaven,
Oh,
which is a very tough question. And his is personally talking about 7 years ago. He lost his dad at a young age, which is terrible. He says his parents were Christians, but he just doesn't really remember how Christian, I guess, is kind of his thoughts there.
I'll take the lead on this one.
Yeah, I like the man who went to seminary taking the lead.
Here, God's grace is so much greater than any of us understand.
Yes.
His grace is greater than my misunderstandings. And you're not in and out and in and out and in and out. Every time you do something wrong or say something, you're out. And now you're back in. So you're covered. You're covered, and the tenor of your life is toward pleasing God and making Jesus your Lord. And then there's grace, So I would not worry about that. I would let God do all the worrying and everything else, and just trust that He's way greater than what your understanding is.
yeah.
That's a good answer, Phil.
It
Yeah.
is good because, like you're saying, okay, He knows, God knows your heart,
That's
number
good.
one. Okay, and if He knows your heart, there's nothing else to say.
That's it.
That's it. And I would even say we are all God's children. And Josh, you're young. You probably don't have children yet. But when you when you do have them, you realize what all you would do for this human that you're responsible for. And God gave them to us, and the grace you would give your children. I would give my kids so much grace. It's silly and probably almost to a fault sometimes. And that's nothing compared to the grace that God gives us.
That's right. And wait till them kids get to be teenagers.
Yeah, and I'm wanting to choke slam them.
Yeah.
Stone's eyes just got big. So yeah, the important thing to remember is we're not in charge of figuring out who goes to heaven, and
Nope.
we got, well, as Phil put it so perfectly, grace that we can't even comprehend, understand.
That's the only reason. we
Covering
make it.
me, covering everybody I love.
Yep.
You know, and yes, you do have to believe, but it sounds like your dad said he was a Christian. I like it. I like his chances
Yeah.
because the Lord says his grace covers all. All right, hey, you ready for a Bible verse?
Yep.
I got one I think
Here
you'll
we
like,
go.
because you already mentioned it. From Alan Kellett's lesson yesterday over at WFR, Matthew 28:18. Then Jesus came to them and said, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age.
Amen.
Amen.
And we'll be with you next week here on the Duck Call Road.
We gone.
Ooh, that's a pretty good looking chick there.
Little